Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are diving deep into one of my absolute favorite cards in the tarot deck, the Two of Cups. I mean, this card is the ultimate symbol of partnership, of unity. You know, that electric feeling you get when you have a real connection with someone. So what is it that makes this card so powerful? Let's get into it.
You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The flow of love between two people. It's so simple, but so profound. I like to think of it like this. If the Ace of Cups is all about love just bubbling up inside of you, the Two of Cups is what happens next. It's about the exchange, that amazing shared energy that starts flowing between you and someone else.
All right, so what exactly is the Two of Cups? Well, to put it simply, this is one of the absolute best cards you can hope to pull when it comes to relationships. And I mean any kind of relationship. And honestly, that makes perfect sense, right? Because in tarot, the number 2 is always about partnership and balance. And for all you astrology lovers out there, this card is often linked to Venus in Cancer. So you've got the planet of love, Venus, mixed with the sign of super deep emotional connection, Cancer. It's just a recipe for harmony, mutual respect, and this really powerful, balanced attraction. Okay, to really get what this card is saying, we've got to look at the symbols. I mean, it is packed with them. And what's so cool is that every single little image on this card tells a bigger story about connection and unity. So let's decode it. So first up, right in the center, you've got these two people offering their cups to each other. Now, this isn't just them saying, cheers, you know? It's way, way deeper than that. This is all about a real, heartfelt, emotional exchange. It's a promise to meet in the middle, and it represents a connection that's built on being open and, yeah, even a little bit vulnerable with each other. And then, look, floating right there between them is this staff with two snakes wrapped around it. That's called the caduceus of Hermes. This is an ancient symbol, and it is just loaded with meaning. It's about negotiation and trade, for sure, but it's also about healing, and it represents that incredible, almost magical energy that's created when two totally different forces come together to make something, something bigger and better than they could be on their own.
And if you look closely, right at the very top of that staff, you'll often see a lion's head. This adds a whole other layer of meaning. It's all about passion, fire, and a really protective energy that's part of this bond. So, see, this isn't just some soft, gentle connection, no way. It has real strength, real fire behind it.
Okay, so what happens when this beautiful card shows up upright in your reading? Well, it's good news. It signals a time of amazing harmony, strong partnerships, and that incredible feeling of two becoming one. Let's break down what that actually looks like. So if you want the quick version, these key words really capture the essence of the upright card. We're talking unity, partnership, love and attraction, those really close bonds, and of course, mutual respect, equality, and harmony. It is all about a balanced, positive connection where you just click. You see eye to eye, and you genuinely appreciate each other. So how does this awesome energy show up in your day-to-day life? Well, let's look. In your love life? Oh, this could mean a beautiful new romance is starting, maybe even a proposal, or that feeling that you've found a soulmate. In your career? It could point to a really successful business partnership, or maybe just having a fantastic, supportive team around you. And with your finances? It's all about balance. It doesn't mean you're suddenly a millionaire, but it does mean you have that wonderful, secure feeling of having enough to cover everything. But, of course, tarot is all about balance, and every card has its shadow side. So, what happens when all that beautiful, harmonious energy gets blocked or totally thrown out of whack? Well, that's when we get the Two of Cups reversed. And wow, you can really see the difference here, can't you? It's like night and day. Everything the upright card stands for gets twisted. Unity and partnership, that becomes division and separation. Mutual respect? Nope, that sours into imbalance and tension. And that easy, open connection? It's replaced with bad communication, disharmony, and distrust. The energy just completely flips on its head. So what does this look like in real life? Well, in love, it can unfortunately signal arguments, breakups, or even codependency where you're kind of losing yourself in the relationship. At work, a partnership that used to be great might suddenly go sour, or you might find yourself in conflict with your colleagues. And financially, it's a big red flag for imbalance, basically spending more than you're bringing in. But, and this is so important, the reverse Two of Cups isn't always about a broken connection with another person. A lot of the time, it's actually holding up a mirror, asking us to look at our connection with
ourselves. I mean, it's that classic saying, right? You can't pour from an empty cup.
And that brings us to the really helpful part, the advice from the cups. Whether you're trying to keep a great connection going or you need to heal one that's gone off track, this card has some really clear wisdom for finding and restoring that balance. So, what can you actually do? Here are 3 big steps. First, it all starts with self-love. You've got to fill your own cup first because that's the foundation for literally everything else. Second, open up and communicate. You would be amazed how one single honest conversation can totally change the energy. And third, look for mutual respect. The advice here is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Choose the people who choose you back. It's got to be a two-way street.
Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. It's a question we always ask in tarot, right? When you just need a simple yes or no, what does the Two of Cups have to say? The answer is a big, clear, resounding yes, especially if your question has anything to do with relationships, partnerships, or matters of the heart. Think of it as a giant emotional green light. Now, if it's reversed, it's not a hard no. It's more like a not yet. It's a little caution sign telling you that you've got to resolve some of those underlying issues before you can move forward.
All right, so let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. Number 1, the Two of Cups is the ultimate card of connection, period. Its symbols all point to balance, passion, and healing. Upright, it's a huge thumbs up for harmony and mutual respect. Reversed, it's a sign to check for imbalance and, most importantly, to focus on self-love. But at its heart, its core advice is always about seeking out those open, respectful, two-way connections.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. As you go about your day, just take a moment and ask yourself, what connection in my life is asking for a little more balance right now? Maybe it's with a partner, a friend, or maybe, just maybe, it's the connection you have with yourself.
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.